Gardeners love to share advice, and few topics spark more debate than whether to prune pepper plants. Some swear pruning leads to bushier plants and bigger harvests, while others worry it stresses the plant and delays the crop, especially in short growing seasons. The science: pruning breaks apical dominance, encouraging more branches and potentially more fruit. So I put it to the test. Prune one plant, leave another untouched, and see which yields more. With gloves on and shears in hand, it was time to find out once and for all. For a fair test, I picked 2 identical jalapeno seedlings from the same nursery. Both went into matching pots with the same soil, sunlight, and watering schedule. After 2 weeks, I pruned one plant, snipping the main stem above a set of leaves. The other stayed untouched as my control. The pruned plant looked stunted at first, while the control shot up looking strong. I wondered if I'd made a mistake. For the first week, the unpruned plant seemed to be winning. But gardening is about patience. I waited to see what would happen next. In the first week after pruning, the difference between the 2 pepper plants was clear. The unpruned plant shot up, tall and leafy, racing toward the light. Meanwhile, the pruned plant paused, looking smaller as it recovered. But soon, new shoots emerged from the pruned plant's nodes, quickly growing into multiple branches. The pruned plant became bushy and sturdy, while the unpruned one stayed tall and slender. By flowering, the pruned plant was covered in buds, promising a bigger harvest. The unpruned plant's flowers clustered at the top, limiting its fruit. Would these changes mean more peppers at harvest? Only time would tell. The unpruned plant produced the first ripe pepper, about 2 weeks ahead of the pruned one. That early burst of color is always exciting, especially if you're eager to taste homegrown peppers. For gardeners who want the earliest harvest, skipping pruning means you'll enjoy peppers sooner, which is perfect for short seasons or impatient growers. But once the pruned plant caught up, it exploded with fruit. The transformation was dramatic. Suddenly it was covered in blossoms and developing peppers, almost as if it was making up for lost time. By mid-season, the pruned plant was loaded with more and often larger peppers. The extra airflow and sunlight helped produce bigger, healthier fruit. The initial delay was quickly forgotten as the pruned plant outperformed in both quantity and quality. Harvests became more frequent and abundant, and the peppers were more uniform and appealing. The numbers didn't lie. Pruning paid off. The pruned plant produced a bigger, healthier, and more resilient harvest, making the extra effort worthwhile for anyone seeking a better yield. The choice depends on your goals. For fast results, skip pruning. But if you're patient, pruning can reward you with a more abundant and heartier pepper harvest in the long run. Should you prune your peppers? For indeterminate types like jalapenos and bells, early pruning can boost yield and plant health. Prune when plants are 6–10 inches tall, using clean, sharp tools. Support bushier plants with cages or stakes to prevent breakage. Pruning is great for containers, keeping plants compact and productive. Skip pruning if you have a short season or grow determinate varieties. The trade-off: a slight delay in the first harvest, but a much bigger yield later. Consider your climate, variety, and goals. Try the experiment yourself. Prune one, leave one, and see what works in your garden. You might be surprised by the results.